Hello, David. Sequoia Flame, 1,000 subscribers. Congratulations, man. I'm here to answer some questions that you asked. And I went up this morning, had myself a cup of coffee, watched your video, and just decided to do this right away because I forget stuff. So I'll do it right away. Is that okay for you? This, like this. Okay. So the first question was, talk a little bit about like old records against new records, like new pressed records, I guess. And I'm like this. I mean, I like the older stuff better than the new stuff, because it's something that has to do with like history. That people has owned it before me, often. Most of the cases they own it before me. So the record itself has made a journey before arriving to my place, and stuff like that. But then again, if I buy a new record, I'm starting that kind of history for that record, and maybe in the future someone else will have the same experience I'm having with a lot of records. Uh, so I don't know. Feels like the older records is more loved than the newer ones. So for me, I I I collect records as close to the original as possible. But there's factors you can't. It's those records are often very expensive, and you have to pay a lot of money, and sometimes you have to do with like the second press, or a new reissue, modern reissue. I took two records that I think is pretty spot on with this one. I got this record. This is November 6th. Swedish prog group, sings in Swedish. Very rare. The original is rare. Very good. Highly regarded. Sought after. All that shit. The reissue came a couple of years ago, numbered and stuff like that. Everyone wanted this to be reissued because it's hard to get the original, and I was super happy when I got this. Because I never thought I would own an original of this. So, and the sound quality is great, and I'm super happy. But then one Christmas Eve, my friend gave me this, and this is the first press, the original. And even if this is just maybe a VG copy of this, and I don't listen to this, I listen to the other one, I still regard this as the best copy in my collection, because it's more true to the original as it was supposed to be. So for me, the older the better, I think. But then again, like 80% of my collection is somewhat reissue material, even if it's like the second press that came the same year as the record. It's still, a reissue, but it's still old. I don't know what I want to say about that, but yeah, 80% of my collection is like reissues. So yeah, so that's the first question. I hope I answered it as you wanted, correct. The second one was, yeah, if you want to make love to a record, what would you pick? And this is hard to answer. I don't know if I did answer this back in the day when you asked it before, but I picked the record just because I'm a man or a boy or whatever you want to call me. But shit, I'm gonna get so screwed for this. But this is one record I would like to make out to. Yeah. So you have to use your imagination there, David. But other than that, I don't know. I'm sort of a traditional guy, so yeah, no freaky stuff. Maybe Tagumago or Trout Mosque Replica would be kind of cool to do if that record morphed into a girl. Yeah. Okay. And the last question, the third question, this was the funniest one to do, because it took me about 10 minutes to figure out two records that has laughter in it. And you just heard some laughter in the background if you did. But this is Townes Van Zandt's Live at the Old Quarter, and I'm okay, so that's laughter. I knew that this was there's laughter on this one, because he's one hell of an entertainer, or was a hell of an entertainer. And this was, I imagine, a pretty personal recording at a small place, or fairly small place. It's the fifth night in a row he's playing on this one, and you can hear he's pretty beat. 1977, and he does some jokes about the songs and other stuff, and the audience is laughing, and that's all the way through the record. So the first time they laugh, it's between the first and the second song, but then they go on. And the Fraternity Blues, the second to last song on the first side, there's a lot of laughter between on the entire song. It's a funny song. So, and moving from that to If I Needed You, the song If I Needed You is pretty cool because that's a very heavy song. So taking a funny song to a heavy song, that's pretty cool. But the thing, the classic on this one, I have to say, and the one that I really decided to first was this one. This Blonde on Blonde opens with Rainy Day Woman, 12 and 35, if that's the right term for the song title, but Rainy Day Woman, and Dylan laughs himself on that one in the beginning. Everybody wants to get stoned, you know. So you know, I choose a record where the artist laughs, and I choose a record where the audience laughs. So I hope that's okay. Now 7 minutes. You have a lot of videos to watch. So once again, congratulations. Love your videos. You know that. And yeah, have a great day. Bye.